Complex. Keratin Complex has a very small amount of aldehyde in the product. That aldehyde is encapsulated. By being encapsulated, when you flat iron it, the gases are not being released. Formaldehyde is only harmful when it's in the gas form. Okay, because perfumes have formaldehyde in it. There's so many things that have formaldehyde that we use every day. They don't make a big deal about it because they're not a gas. But every other keratin treatment that has a formaldehyde, when it's flat ironed, it becomes a gas. That's why the eyes burn. Now, have any of you had a client the eyes burn when it's wet, not being flat ironed? No, you haven't? I have. You have? You have. Okay, that is benzoquino, and if you're taking notes, write it down. Because clients want to know, why do my eyes burn when you apply it wet? Benzoquino is not harmful at all. It's not a carcinogenic. You can look it up. There's nothing bad about benzoquino. It's the carrier that we use to bring the keratin into the hair. And it's the same thing that Kodak uses to put the shine on paper. Now, when a client says to you, if it's not harmful, why does it burn my eyes? I want you to tell them, when you cut an onion in your kitchen, does it burn your eyes? It's the same thing. People want to hear something that makes sense, okay? And I wanted to get that out of the way because I know most people are afraid of the F word, and I'm not. I talk about it every day. People are so bad. Anyway, so, all right. So now that the formaldehyde's out of the way, does anybody have any questions about formaldehyde? Because I want to address it because I want you to get everything you want out of tonight. No? Yes, sir.
I have a client that gets it. And she's a lawyer for the EPA.
Yes.
And she's aware of that formaldehyde as a known carcinogen. And I mean, she's one of my...
And she still gets it done.
Yeah, she's one of
well, that's good.
I mean, she bellies up to it every time.
Yeah.
So...
No, that's good. We just passed in California, OSHA. We're like 8 times under the legal limit. So anyway, wanted to clear that out of the way. What makes our keratin better than other keratin products? Because people are going to ask you this. Where do we get our keratin from? Anybody know that's not an educator? We get our keratin... You do? Tell me. New Zealand. Close. Good. Sheep's wool from New Zealand. Why do we use sheep's wool? Why not synthetic? Because the keratin that you get from sheep's wool is very close to the keratin in human hair. How much keratin is in our product? It's very important to know this. 42%. It's almost half. So that's a good key point to know when you're doing the product. Another thing that makes us different and sets us apart, which you need to know, and hopefully you'll take this back to your salons when you go this week, is that you do not have to leave the hair poker straight. How many of you have heard the client say, I hate my hair poker straight for the first 3 days. I don't like to walk around. And it keeps them from coming back when they need it because they dread the 3-day period. Anybody not experienced that? Only one of you. Good. That's an eagle. You're an eagle. Okay? You're an eagle. Because this is what happened. 4 years ago, when it first came out, we just assumed that you had to make the hair poker straight. And then everybody that came after us and tried to copy us did the same thing. What we decided to do was, I started playing with it. Being from Jersey, nobody wants straight hair. You want straight hair, but you want straight hair with volume. You want straight, sexy hair, not straight, flat, frumpy hair. There's a difference. You know, Victoria's Secret models have straight hair, but they're not flat and frumpy, right? They've got that cushion at the root. So we started playing with it. We started saying, well, why do you have to leave it straight? Why do you have to not tuck it behind your ears? It's not a relaxer. We didn't know. We just assumed. So we started launching out, doing things a little different, and we said, wait a minute, we can do a curly keratin. We could take someone's hair who's so tight, kinky, curly, instead of flat ironing it 7 to 12 times, let's flat iron it 2 times, and then the 3rd time, let's wrap it around our curling rod, and now we've got a curly cat. Ooh, you just had an Oprah moment. But guess what? That's called launching out. That's why I can say on that video that there is not a head that you should not use this product on. I put my money where my mouth is. We came up with a curly keratin. So it's not going to take someone's hair who's straight and make it curly. Why? We're not a perm. We're not